Welcome to the Beer Show, sponsored by James Restaurant. I'm your host, Chase Gordon. With me is Coach Beer. Coach Beer, how you feeling today?
I'm great. About yourself?
I feel good. Got that bye week, fourth
Yeah.
seed, highest seed since Power Ratings, I believe.
Yeah.
And with a share in the district title.
Yeah. Big time year. Been a lot of fun. We took our losses like a man. We learned from it. We moved on from it. We embraced the 1-0 mentality every week, and we attacked it every week and got a little bit better, which is all I ask of you. And because of it, the way you come to work every day, the way you bust your butt at practice every day, the way you bust your butt in the weight room, you do things the right way consistently. You tend to reap the benefits. So really proud of the way we responded, and grown week to week, and love the way we're playing right now. And now we get to hit this little reset and get well and see if we can make this last final push.
Yes, sir. The senior night for the senior against St. Amant. 41 seniors, they do a lot for the team, a lot of the leadership on and off the field. They didn't experience a lot with the team since they were freshman year, but knowing that how does it make you feel knowing that you have a big-time senior class that's not scared to go into the lights and get the job done and ready to compete?
Yeah, I mean, it's a testament to the program. I couldn't be more happy. Not every year you're going to have a senior class this big. This group came in big and, dwindled down in numbers, but their number was 41, which is a huge senior class. Dudes that have bought in, that have embraced the standard, that have fought for the standard, and that's all you can ask. Those guys have, they learned from the groups before them, ahead of them, and I think they took some good and some bad from those groups. Saw a rough year, saw a decent year, and then I think they wanted more, and because of it, they led this program to a different level. And you can't argue with the fact that we got to a 4 seed. We got a bye in the first round of the playoffs, so we're sitting in the second round. And a lot of that has to do with the 41 seniors. They came to work every day for the last 4 years and poured everything into this opportunity. And now you just hope they reap the benefit of it, because you're going to forever reap the benefit of it. You're going to have these lifetime memories, because it's been a heck of a ride so far. But with what these guys have done and what they mean to me, you want to see them finish it. So really excited about this final push.
Sure. Let's get to some of the live action highlights of Denham Springs versus St. Amant. Jackets take the field, white gold, white gator head right there. I love to see it. I love this combination right here. I feel like still getting off that classic look, which we've been giving off all year.
Yeah, one of my favorites right here. I mean, you got to earn the gold. The gold's got to mean something to you, and you got to play a little different level when you wear the gold. So a lot of fun to see us in it.
Jackets takes the ball, hands it off, throws it to number 44, Hayden Ray. He makes a good run up the side, gets away from the tackle, the later brought down right here near the 10-yard line. Jackets in the red zone. Goldman looks towards the sideline, throws it to number 5, Brendan Paul. This is Sean Goldman holding up a block right there, allowing him to get in the end zone. Coach, a nice little touchdown right here. Jackets coming down, getting in the red zone, completing the drive with a touchdown, and also having receivers blocking downfield, and prevent a tackle or anything.
Yeah, big complete play right here. When you see the receivers blocking, you got something. A lot of times you gotta force those guys to do the dirty work, and this group embraces it, and because of it, had a fast start and were able to finish the drive.
Sure, Gators ball, quarterback tries to roll out, but he's caught right here by number 39, Denham. Big stop this game right here, meant a lot to him, and I feel like you're going to see it from him throughout the game. Hands it off right here to number 5, Brendan Paul, makes a good run up the middle. He's making his way towards the side. You see they're trying to catch him. They try to dive and they just couldn't get him, find himself in the end zone. Coach, how important is it to see Brendan Paul doing this early in the game?
Yeah, I mean, Brendan Paul, we always knew he was going to be a special player, and he's having an incredible year. And, this is no different, man. He just sees it differently this year than he did last year. And, he's getting up in the hole, and you can see he turns on the burners right here, and he shows that he's actually a really explosive, fast athlete with a big finish outrunning the St. Amant defense. And, it's just a hats off to that kid. I love seeing him have a ton of success and playing the game the right way. And it's just a lot of fun to see how excited he is to score all these touchdowns.
Yeah, sure. See Sean down trying to get a little celebration with him. Gators ball, hands off to the running back. He tries to run, follows the pull, but he just doesn't make it. He's brought down right here by number 90, Drayden Goldman. Sophomore stepping up big right here. Jackets ball, quarterback fakes the handoff, decides he want to throw it, and it's picked off right here by number 5. He's getting a good run from it, but Deshaun Goldman coming down with the hit right here, forced fumble, is recovered right here by number 44, Hayden Ray. With a good receiver coming downfield, making a good hit. I love to see that right there.
Yeah, big turn of events right here. Heads up play by our guy, and turning a mistake into a plus.
4th down right here for the Jackets. Goldman tries to get towards there, but he just couldn't. He's sacked right here in the backfield. O-line got to play a little bit better. Haven't seen a lot from that this whole year. Quarterback fakes the handoff, Sykes want to keep it, but he's met right there by number 9, Devo. Gators the ball, quarterback steps back in the pocket. He said how you want to throw it, throws it downfield, but it's picked right here by number 19, Jackson Sagan. With a big stop right here, defense getting fired up, throwing the first lick right here. I feel like we've seen a lot out of defense, stepping up this year, and see it right here. Averaging a pick every game. Cuz, how do you feel about this?
Yeah, a kid like Jackson Sagan with the pick right here, you love seeing it. I mean, he's kind of been our lifeline. He's kind of our energy defensively. And any chance you get the pick, you love to see it. I like how he kind of hit-hunted that kid. I don't know if anybody told him he could go score, but he went to hit 4 and get a piece of that. So couldn't be more excited for him and the way our defense had started this game.
You see there, fired up. Jackets the ball, quarterback rolls out right here, throws it downfield to number 3, Deshaun Goldman. He scored right up his first touchdown. That's actually a new school record, 19 touchdown career-wise. Coach, how did it make you feel knowing that his brother just helped him make a little bit of history?
Well, I mean, it's something we've gotten kind of used to around here. The 1 to 3 to combination. 2 special players, twins that are on a different level together. It's such a critical down too. We had to have this. So not only did we get the first down, he turned it into a score, and anytime you get to etch your name in the history books along with your big brother Tyreek Goldman with rushing records, it's a big deal. So it's a lot of fun to see all these Goldmans have a ton of success here at Denham and really be big time players for our program.
Sure. See, he decided. Gators the ball, quarterback throws it downfield, ball's in the air and falls in the hands of number 3, and he scores it right up for a touchdown. Coach, how important is going to be for defense coverage-wise right here?
Yeah, look, I mean, St. Amant's a good offense, explosive offense. They're going to score points. We got to do a better job with our technique and getting the job done, getting our hands on those guys. You can't let them free release, which you're an off-man situation right here by the safety, and he doesn't really get any hands on them, so he's able to run by them. And when you do that, with a quarterback of that caliber, he's going to make these throws, and he did just that. So, big play for them, explosive offense. It was going to happen, and I thought 27 really bounced back and had a big-time game.
He scored 19-17. Quarterback handed it off to the running back. He blows up. He's running. He's ready to what came down the head by Devo. D-lineman, hurry up, rushing right there to get a big-time stop right here. Gators ball, hands off to running back. He finds his way into the end zone right here. That makes the score 19-14. Jack still got the lead. Coach, you saw Devo come down, get a big stop right there, but they just couldn't stop this play. What do you think needs to change right here?
I mean, again, St. Amant is one of the top offenses in the state. I mean, they were going to score. It was limiting, and the key to the game was what defense was going to get critical stops, and you see that happens later on in the game as we settle in. But hats off to St. Amant finishing the drive. Running back's a good player. O-line, big, physical, and they did their job.
Sure, Gators the ball right here late in the half. Quarterback just a snap. He just couldn't find nobody to throw into him. Guessing he decides that he want to run it. He's making a nice little run. Got past the first down marker. He just brought down right here shy of the goal line. Look like there is flags thrown right here.
Got to keep our mouth shut, play in between the whistles, play our game.
That's bringing Jackets into halftime. Jackets still with the lead, 19-14. Got to come out and turn the Jets on and get going. Gators right here with the onside kick. See Chris McKnight try to get it, but it's recovered right here by the Gators. Gators ball fakes the handoff. Decides he wants to throw it downfield. He completes to number 9 right here. Coming out, he scores a touchdown. Saw a lot of defense from the defense, stopping wise. How important is going to be for them to get back rolling as soon as possible right here?
Yeah, we just got to continue to do our job. An explosive offense like this is going to have explosive plays. You want to limit them. They just kind of hit a wave right here. And, they had a few big-time plays back-to-back with some of these drives, and this was no different. And once again, we get it cleaned up. We settle in after this, which we had to do to get stops and get the win. But, this is going to happen. We just got to fight back.
They scored 19-20. Going passes downfield to his brother number 3 right here. Makes a big time catch right here. See him again with that connection. Quarterback decides he wants to sprint out, fakes the throw, holds it for a little bit longer, but ends up throwing it to the end zone to his brother number 3. Look, Coach, what's going through your mind when you saw him fake that throw right there? but didn't see him get in.
What's going through my mind is terrible play by the D lineman. As a D lineman, you know, you're taught to, don't leave your feet. And he did just that. So leaving your feet was able to get him out of the pocket, which is a great heads-up play by one to get him to leave his feet. But again, you get him out in space, you know what he's capable of doing, whether it be with the arm or the legs. And him looking for three right there on the big play in that situation was there. He made the perfect throw. Three just had to tip it to himself and stayed with it. And big time finish for a touchdown.
They made the score 26-20. Jackets. Gators the ball, quarterback steps back, decides he wants to throw it, throws it right to number 3, great hit right there by number 12 and number 8. Gators the ball, once again, the ball is in the air, and it's complete to number 4, ball right in the hands of him, scores it right here. They score 26-26. Coach, what do you feel needs to be done here?
Yep, again, Seth Babin, the OC for Santa Marva, does a good job of putting our guys in conflict. We've gone against each other for a long time, so he knows how to attack us, and he did. And, the kid made a play over our DB who was there. The biggest thing from this is the wave we've handled, and this PAT right here gets blocked by Devin Mack, which I don't even think he knows how big a play this really was, to take that momentum and keep that swing back, and I'm really proud of that.
4 down right here for the Jackets. Quarterback throws it right here to number 5, Brendan Paul. Makes a nice little run right here near the 10-yard line on first down. Hands it off to Brendan Paul. He makes his way up right here in the end zone. Coach saw a little bit out of Brendan Paul, but you see him just floating right through the gap to score a touchdown. How big is this for the offense? Yeah,
O-line woke up and started opening up some lanes for him, and he finished.
Gators the ball, quarterback finds trouble. He's brought down here by number 9 and number 11, Cedric Polk. Big time play defense, stepping back on the field and letting them know who they are. I love to see it right here. Goldman's ball, he throws it in the air, ball's in the air, still falls right in the hand of Trey right here. You see he cramped up a little bit. You saw another catch just like they made for him the last game. Coach, how you feel about just seeing him being able to get to the ball and, being able to score after?
I mean, Trey's another explosive receiver that I love to see having a ton of success. What a perfect throw and a perfect catch with the finish right here. Again, we needed to answer up, and we did just that right here, which is more impressive to me as the coach, is how we weathered that storm and answered up right here to this score and put us back in the lead.
Yes, sir. Gators ball, QB tries to run it, but he's met right there. Debo holding down the hand, letting Matt come out and finish it. And that's something that you talked about pregame with defense. First person get there, and the second person just come back and get it out. Gators try to throw the ball, but it's hit out right there by number 27.
Big stop. That's a critical stop right there.
Jack gets the ball. Quarterback says he wants to keep it. He's making a good run for it. They try to get him once he's open space on his feet, and he's going to move around. He's going to do big things like this, Coach. How do you feel about just seeing him be able to react like this and score big like that?
Yeah. Look, he's a big-time player. Big-time players have to make big-time plays, and in this situation, we've got some dudes nicked up offensively, and he wants to steal the show, and he does just that. And I love the, he kind of gets through the line of scrimmage right here, but my favorite part was that stiff arm that he puts on the safety right here. And when he does, then he has the finish. And that's what you talk about all summer long. Everything we're working for is the finish, and he does just that. And scores a big-time touchdown for us.
Yes, sir, that made that 47-26 right there. See, I know he's excited right there. Making plays, big-time player plays right there. His brother had to find his way down there and see him. Gators the ball, quarterback steps back once again. He just got to move around on his feet. He's later brought down here by number 11, Cedric Polk, with a good stop right here. See, he's happy, he's excited. Gators the ball, quarterback finds trouble in the pocket, tries to want to move around and tries to throw it, but his pass is incomplete right here. Defense with good coverage right there. Jack gets the ball down here towards the end zone, hands it off to number 29, Enzo Landry. He makes a good run up the outside and score touchdowns. Coach, hasn't been seeing a lot from Enzo this season, but when he is in, he's making some big time plays. How do you feel about this touchdown?
Enzo's a dude for us. He's just in a stable. We got a stable of horses in the backfield, and somebody's got to take a little bit of hit, and He fumbled a couple times early on and got nicked up and kind of fell behind those other two, but he is definitely in the mix for us and is a big-time player and is one play away from having to help lead us to the Dome. And he's just got to always stay ready, and when his opportunity comes, he scores a touchdown, which I'm very proud of. I love seeing him have success because the kid really is an awesome player.
Get his pass complete, tries to run, brought down by Jacob Gill right there, first hit, and holding on and letting the second man come down and kill him right there. That brings it, that's the final score right here for the Jackets, 24-26. Jackets get the win with a little bit of shared district title from this game. Coach, you see everybody get excited right there, shake hands and stuff. I love to see it right there.
Yeah, look, big time finish to the year. Put your number on a wall. It was one of our goals we wanted to accomplish, and you did just that.
Stats: DeJon Goldman, 14 for 21 passing, 209 yards, 1 rushing touchdown, and 3 passing touchdowns. Deshaun Goldman, 6 receptions, 107 yards, 2 touchdowns. Brendan Paul, 18 carries, 174 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Coach, we had a lot of adversity coming out there that first half, but how do you feel about the way the team came back and fought that adversity and won a big-time ball game?
Well, look, one, you beat an elite program. David Oliver and Santa Ma is one of the top programs in the state, always will be, the way they do things. Some of the best coaches we see. The kids play a nasty brand of football. They play the right way, and I love watching Santa Ma play. So an elite victory. Everything we needed for a week 10. I don't want to ever say you get comfortable because I don't ever get comfortable. I don't ever feel good until the clock strikes 0. But, we haven't played 48 minutes the last few weeks. We've had guys that we've been able to get them off the field in the middle of the third and haven't played a complete game, and we needed that. We saw that we'd kind of, I don't want to say fallen behind, but or got out of shape. It's just a different animal when you have to play for 48 minutes instead of 32. And it's exactly what we needed, a good physical battle, a legit playoff team. I expect Santa Ma to make some waves in these playoffs on their side of the bracket. And to do what we did, once we got going, go back and forth, we knew it was going to be an explosive offensive game, and it was everything you wanted. And it was going to come down to what defense either got the stop or got the turnover, and we were able to make that happen. And the one thing with our offense this year is we're getting stops and we're turning into points. And when you can do that, you can be a really scary football team. We just got to continue to work on us and continue to focus on us and just get a little bit better every day.
Coach, you just mentioned it just now, but you talked a lot about how whatever defense wants us the most going against 2 different offenses, you're going to win. We saw defense stepping up big. How do you feel about the way the defense played when they come down to executing, especially on the D-line level?
Yeah, again, our D-line is, we've known how special they were. We've said that all year, that we think we have a really special D-line with Cupid in the middle and Mack and Devo on the edge. And, we watched the team win a state championship last year that had 2 DNs that were game changers. And that's kind of been what we've talked about, what we've kind of hit on, and some points we've made that we got two DNs that we think could be game changers. And the last few weeks you've seen that. I thought they started out slow this year and have really cranked it up and turned it on and are flying around making a ton of plays, sacks, tackle for losses, and really have taken over football games.
Yes, sir. Coach, two weeks in a row right there for Jackets to break in program records. You had Deshaun coming off with 19 career touchdowns, and then you had DeJon to come back last game with 31 touchdown passing in the season. How important that's going to be going into the playoffs right here?
Well, more importantly, the records we're chasing are that W and L. And, these guys, when you do things right and you work the way they've worked and you handle business, you handle your teammates the way you've handled in the locker room, when you pour everything into it and you do it right, good things are going to happen. And when the good things happen and you're successful, you're going to win. We don't really focus a whole lot on records. We don't really know a whole lot of what's going on when it comes to that kind of stuff. All our mindset is to produce and win. And, and that's the biggest thing. And, the Goldmans and the senior class are winners. That's what makes them so special. Are they elite? Yeah, absolutely. They are. They're special players. They're elite players. They're a lot of fun to watch. But they're amazing young men that have done it right, which are reaping the benefits of that. And because you do it right and you work every day, you're going to win. And winners win. And that's what you're beginning to see right here. And that's what I love most about 1 and 3 and their records. Their records have turned into W's.
Sure. Coach, bye week, 4th seed right there. Just some people out there might not know what this means and how this helped the team.
Yeah, look, and I still don't know how I feel about it. It's kind of weird. It gets you out of your routine a little bit. But it is a chance for us to step back and hit a little reset. kind of look at ourselves, kind of get we got some nicks, that we need to get healed up. We're going to get back one of our big time linemen this week, so we're going to get Fergie back. So we're going to get well. We're going to get healthy, and for you to, I think for you to win a state championship, you got to have some luck too. Yeah, you got to prepare. You got to be in shape. You got to be strong. You got to be physical. You got to be nasty, but you do have to have a little luck. And sometimes to get that luck, you have to get a bye. And you get healthy and you get well, and kind of change the oil in the old engine right here and regroup and get ready to go again for this final push and this final climb we talk about. But I'm really excited about where we're at. We're going to attack this week like no other, no different than any other week. We're going to try to go 1-0. Because I think we found a lot the last 6 years together at Denham Springs that a lot of times Denham Springs beats Denham Springs. So we're going to figure out a way to go 1-0 against Denham this week, get better, and keep climbing.
Coach, I feel like it's important to focus on the small stuff right here. Get our base stuff right, and then we go on from there. Yeah.
Look, we're going to get after it a little bit. You still got to get after it. And like I said, we're going to get well and get after it and focus on us and look at a little bit of both possible opponents and just see where it takes us.
Sure. Coach, I got a little something for you right there.
All right. Oh, very nice. Oh, yeah. He's look good in the new field house and new office, huh?
New office right there.
Yep, my little man right there. That's from 707 this summer.
Yeah.
Yep. My little dude.
Week 3 is 707.
That's right. Look, I love it, man. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah. My little dude right there, my other little dudes. My little dude and all my little dudes. Because y'all all little in my world still. Oh, thank y'all so much.
You're welcome, Coach. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Brett Beard Show, sponsored by James Restaurant. I'm your host, Chase Gardner. With me, as always, Coach Beard. Coach Beard, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Let's have fun this week.
Yes, sir. Tune in next week's episode so you can find out more about the playoffs as Jackets go ahead on to round 2.